Hello everybody, welcome back to Super Metroid. Today we are going to be meeting the Roid in a super fashion. No, actually we're going to be getting the Grapple. Today with me I have...
Hey there guys, I'm Sonicos, and way to hide the pun.
And I'm Saxu26 and it was totally my idea.
Get out of here with mine.
And you just get the grappling hook. What do? Wall jump up. Waste more
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, the grappling hook doesn't serve a whole lot of purposes, but I will admit I messed up quite a bit there.
Yeah, yeah, it would take you a lot less
This is
time.
one of the rare instances where you actually legitimately need the grapple hook if you're not like breaking the game or sequence
breaking to the
what
point
have
that, you've already got the gravity suit.
Yeah.
What is the problem? Or you got the space jump, goodness knows where.
As soon as you get the space jump, the grapple beam is pretty much almost useless. The only place it's going to be useful is if you have to use it on those blocks that can break just to get through. And the only place I'm thinking of is that one area in the aquatic area.
That and that one boss fight that completely breaks.
Well, that one boss fight, yeah.
By the way, it feels good to record again.
Indeed.
And like... Actually, Marley, I just recorded with you in Kirby's Dreamland 2 recently, but... Other than that...
Yeah,
Yeah,
since,
but that's
since that, it's very
this.
good to record again, indeed. Yes.
Exams, and projects.
Yeah.
Also, I'm trying to do my best to manage out my computer and me and family time and other life stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it always goes.
So, yep.
Well, it's all very good when the holidays come along and school's done for the year. You can just go, right, I can now use that time that I had to spend doing all this flitting work with people that I have had absolutely no time to talk with all year because gosh darn engineering is a pain in the batoot.
What
That's
kind
one
of
way.
engineering?
Just take away engineering, you have the rest of the college life.
Yeah.
Wait,
Take away engineering
what
and it's no longer a problem. What?
Wait, what kind of engineering is it?
Robotics. So, lots of physics, lots of maths, lots of programming. I said physics in there twice because they apply it in different manners.
But don't forget all the amounts of physics too.
Yes.
Gotta get
and-
your gravity right, son.
Oh,
Do I speed up in this? Do I speed up? No, I don't speed up. Go ahead. Where's my comical effect? Whatever.
That's like comical, it's like, why?
I can
Why?
never remember which is the frame skip, the default frame skip button on.
It's the little squiggly button thing next to the one.
I
on the
know,
keyboard.
because usually I would just forget I used the keyboard
This
all.
time, Lester, I blow it up. Thank you.
Of course, I have an Acorn keyboard, so mine was back in the day when the squiggly was next to the enter key. So, good luck if I can find anything.
Yeah.
Acorn keyboard. I don't quite get the metaphor.
There is no metaphor. It's super old and it used to be for my Acorn Archimedes, which, quite frankly, outlives Macintosh itself.
Yeah, so right there, H is old. That's what it is.
It's so old it doesn't even have a manufacturing date. Just play that.
Just burn on itself.
I forget what I'm doing. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm
gonna
getting
get
the X-ray scope, and I'm going to be heading on to the smallest area in the game.
Have you ever tried getting this without using the grapple beam?
No, and I don't really see the point of it because Grapple Beam is pretty fast. So.
The first time I played this game, I mean, I knew this was here because I discovered this room once I got the power bombs, and I didn't have the grapple beam, but I had the ice beam. So I just worked my way all the way over to get the X-ray scope, but I could never work my way back. I only made my way
Because you're
back
so low and
once.
from
because
I don't know why, but like the first time I played this, my cousin like bought a copy of this around. And it wasn't too long before I bought this game too. But like, me and my cousin were stuck on that room right before the X-ray scope for ages. I have no idea why.
It's like, especially if you're not using the grappling hook, it can just take a long time and a lot of damage to get through. If you use that grappling hook, it's not bad, but don't even try doing without it. It's
But
just,
yeah, I didn't think it was possible to do that.
oh, it is. It's just you have to wait for all those enemies just to get in the right places, freezing with your ice beam, and I wall jump it up there, just hope they're in the right position for you just to make the jump by yourself. It's a real...
It might as well,
Mouse,
sir.
mouse. Hello, mouse.
as I was saying, it might as well just be, you know, the location of that secret item in the Metroid area of I want to be the guy. It's so convolutedly difficult with the ice beam.
Yeah, it really is.
Hey.
That's why I'm glad...
Oh, I have to go and get that item when I get to it, don't I?
Oh, that's right, you're still doing it.
Super Metroid yet. I thought you haven't played Super Metroid yet.
No, this is I want to be the guy in a Super Metroid.
Yeah, there's a Metroid section, I want to be the guy, and there's a secret item in it that involves a sort of ice beam-like puzzle, and the convolutedness of how difficult it is reminded me of what Lester was just talking about. Or rather, what Lester was just talking about reminded me of the convolutedness of it all.
There you go.
But as I was saying, as if the Zelda section wasn't strange enough. Riding on Link's head, genius.
Oh, their game has a lot of WTF moments, so...
Definitely.
I don't like I want to be the guy, and I will never do an LP of it ever.
I've played it once for a challenge video, and that's as far as I'm ever going. I haven't touched it.
You know why I'm recording
it?
it? So I don't have to play it ever again.
That's why I did the challenge video. It was just one video, and I just completely forget about it.
I just decided to turn it into, you know, a filler thing that goes in between other LPs, because you know what? That spaces it out enough that I can maintain my sanity? Sanity. Not
sanity.
my ability to speak English, though. My sanity, yes. My English, no, not quite.
Your sanity can be for another day. What's your salady taste like?
Exactly.
Sounds like, you know. Making me hungry, man.
I think I do the smart thing by actually filling up all my stuff now.
That's a good thing. And where you going next?
Do we do a Shine Spark Ho? Do we do a Shine Spark Ho? No! That's me! Why didn't you do a Shine Spark Ho?
Remind me again, can you shine spark downwards in Super Metroid? Ah, okay.
You can only go up, the side, or diagonal. That's it.
Diagonal,
down.
yeah. It would be, I wonder what it would be like if you did shine spark down. Would that in any way be useful?
It would be like a very fast platform.
I don't think you can do it in Fusion, but could you do it in Zero Mission? Because I know that game had a lot of wacky Shine Spark in it.
The reason I asked specifically about Super Metroid is I know not everything about the way the Shine Spark works is the same as it is in the rest of the games, so I thought it may have been slightly different for Super Metroid.
It's very primitive. You can only go left, right, or up, or straight up. You can't go diagonal.
I've done it once with diagonal. It's just the pain to pull it off.
Very quickly with the buttons.
I've seen at least one person do it. It's just a pain to do because of how tricky the timing is on Shine Sparking to begin with.
Might as well just do the freaking space jump.
I know, at that point you should just do a space jump if you know, or just doing it to get across, but yeah.
And plus the game never requires you to do it like that anyway, so what's the point?
The only place the game requires you to use Shine Spark is if you use the speed boost.
No, I mean I mean the diagonal version of it. I mean.
Oh yeah, no, they never make you use that. In fact, they barely ever make you use that in Fusion or Zero Mission. I think there was only one place they might have used that, and it was just for something optional.
Yeah, I think all instances of it are for any other items, just getting 100%.
In Fusion, there was a moment you had to use a diagonal speech booster to get up there to a certain power-up. Remember in Sector 3?
Yeah.
Like after you beat the boss, and there was like a power-up up in the ceiling. I think you had to do a diagonal shot to get up in there. I'm like scrummaging through my memories right now to remember.
Yeah, I also remember that one area in Sector 2 where after you beat the jump ball guardian thingamajig, you can go into the second room passive if you have yourself your screw attack, and well, it helps if you use a diagonal Shine Spark to get some of the stuff in there, but technically you can just use a horizontal one, be just fine. But I'd always just use the diagonal if I can.
Also, I'm showing off that the spikes don't hurt you for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason, the spikes don't hurt you here until the power's back on. That doesn't make much sense.
Also, by the way, welcome to the smallest area in the game, Sunken Ship.
Yeah, the Sunken Ship will take you like a total of 15 minutes to get through.
This is one of the 2 areas I actually get the map for, and this one specifically just to show how small it is.
Yeah, but at the same time, getting the map here really isn't all that hard to find because there's barely any places you can go in here, so they kind of lead you to it in a way.
And the other area, I'm pretty sure you guys can guess where that's for.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So are you going to de-equip all your beams instead of wave? Make this easier?
Wait, what?
This boss here, Fantoon, technically if you de-equip all your beams except the wave beam, that beam's the most effective on this thing. It really works.
What?
Yeah. I learned that from the Brain Scratch run. I know, haven't you seen that run?
I watched it, but...
That's what they do. I've tried it after seeing that in the game, and holy crap, it really works.
So powering down the beam does more damage?
Powering down beam to wave only, it really does a lot of damage, actually.
But
That's a little bit
what
nuts.
I do know from what somebody told me from my old playthrough of this on my old channel, do not use the super missiles against Fantoon here, which, by the way, makes a cameo in a future Metroid game. I'm not going to quite say...
I'll go ahead and say he's in Other M, but you don't see him till after you technically beat the game the first time anyways. But he did get a nice graphical update.
What did you do that, Monster?
Right, technically if you look at reviews of the game, they all say it. It's not a spoiler to say who's in the game. At the same time, everyone already knows Nightmare is in that game, so why not just add Phantom to that list?
Ever since the whole internet started getting popular, it's like secrets aren't any fun anymore.
Secrets really are just like thrown out the window. Yeah.
Sadly
Unless you
so, yeah.
like stay far away from this stuff for the game you're wanting to play, then yeah, it's gonna be hard for you not to know.
It's like I can't stop hearing about Eris's death everywhere.
I know, I mean, I try to repress it anymore because that's the only thing the Final Fantasy fanboys talk about. It's annoying. It's like, oh, it was really groundbreaking at the time. It's so sad she died. Okay, we got it. Now stop talking about it. Thank you.
And there's been better death scenes for the record, but...
It really has.
Yeah, well, changing the topic, please.
Yeah, well, I want to...
Before I start crying, wait, what?
Let's not get into fanboy.
I'm only saying people rate on it, but I'm not saying it's a bad scene. Move on.
Yes, but do not hit Fantoon here with the super missile, otherwise he's going to do this attack that's near impossible to dodge.
I've seen people kind of do it as a speedrunning trick if they can like land hundreds of super missiles on him, but that's pretty much near impossible to do. I think I've only seen it in the TAS, and we all know how much I hack on those.
TASs are like literally impossible to do though.
TASs are tool-assisted speedruns that pretty much are just everything is tools. There's nothing in the game that's
in some cases they use bots, which is I for the record I hate TASs. I really do.
You know what's really hilarious though? When someone does a TAS and then someone does a non-tool assisted speedrun and beats that time, and you just go, ha!
Yeah.
Tools are useless.
I'd love to see those the most because it pretty much proves, oh yeah, we don't need to do a TAS for this game because the guy...
Of course,
they can do it faster.
I don't know if I've seen those or not.
I've seen like one game that had a faster normal speed run of it than a TAS run of it.
And
times.
And with that, we have finished our super boss number 2. We got 2 more super bosses left, and each one is correspondent to one area. So the ones we have left are the ones in Meridia and Norfair.
Hooray!
And now, before we end off the episode, we get the map to show just how tiny this area is.
No, the walking trash cans.
Yeah, and everything's back online, which means the enemies are moving. Oh no, what am I
getting
going to do?
fusion flashbacks.
Those trash
Oh, that's
cans.
zero mission. That's zero mission.
Oh wait, 0. Jeez.
Yeah, end the game. Move it, move it, move it. Have a time limit to beat. Move it.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go.
Yep. I knew you were gonna go there too, Marley. Thank you. I don't feel alone. Oh.